Let's talk about accent. It's very interesting. There is, of course, a prevailing opinion supported by certain actions and facts that the most important thing is to correct your accent when you are getting roles. And that, in general, accent is very important. Because, there are certain stereotypes that exist in our acting life. And the guys who come here, the first thing they start doing is trying to learn the accent. I have my own opinion on this topic. I can start by sharing my agent's opinion, because this question, of course, concerned me as an actor very much. When I found an agent, we signed a contract with them. My first question was something I asked them. I said, guys, what should I do about my accent? And I was really struck by their reaction, because they honestly looked at me with an expression as if I had just asked, what should I just do with my cat? After I signed the contract with the agency. They looked at me as if to say, what should we do with your accent? I said, well, yes, what should I do with my accent? He says, nothing. I say, what do you mean, nothing? He says, well, if you want to do it, go ahead. If you don't want to, then don't. In any case, there will be roles. At first, there will be roles with an accent, and then you will be able to correct it. There will be roles without an accent. And at the beginning, it was very difficult for me because I came just like this, yes, from Russia. With such Russian attitudes, rigid, that it's only this way and no other. And for me, this moment of some kind of, this plasticity, this flexibility, yes, as they say in America, was super for me. Like I didn't get an answer, as if I was asking him what to do. And they tell me, well, do nothing, as if they pushed me aside. It seemed to me that way until I understood what they meant, because it is actually a really cool topic. It's the same as with acting. If you want to work on removing your accent, go ahead. If not, don't remove it, because this moment of authenticity is so important. We constantly talk about individuality in acting and in our overall acting life with colleagues, with actors, and with the students I teach. This is very important. It is truly very important to think about and inquire yourself, what is my individuality built upon? Perhaps your individuality is your accent. Perhaps the way you try to speak without an accent will still have an accent in your speech. Or perhaps even though it might seem like it. This will be your signature, because I am a voice actor, a dubbing actor. And I have been doing voice work for many years. And for me, when I started doing voice acting, we hear in the original how the artists speak. And in Russia, they all speak perfectly, in perfect Russian, without an accent, right? And when I started hearing the original actors in the dubbing, at the moment of dubbing, I was amazed because each one had their own accent. I understood some, while others I did not understand. Some spoke with a soft accent, while others spoke with a monstrous accent. And what roles they played was absolutely unimportant. A person could play the main role or the smallest episode. And at some point I also thought, okay, if this doesn't matter, I should do something. And again, we return to our story about the agent. What does your individuality include? It is very important to understand this. If you, for example, want to play American roles, and of course want to play roles that involve your character being American, having grown up in America with American parents, then you definitely need to work on your accent and correct it. If you are ready to play non-Americans, for example, there are currently many characters who are immigrants. Yes, because America is a country of immigrants. And cinema is not just about Americans. Cinema is about people. Can a person be an immigrant? Yes. A person can come from Russia and start a career here, and there can be a film story about them. Maybe, of course, maybe it's just about the question that for us, for everyone, there are their own roles. For each of us, there are our own roles. If you are destined to play the lead role in your American blockbuster as a Russian who saves the world, then your accent will be perfect for that lead role. If not, then not. So, how will you answer this question? I don't know. It seems to me that the most important thing is to have balance within. If the accent is something that bothers you and something you want to eliminate, then of course work on it. Of course change, of course become better. Become the best version of yourself. And then, firstly, you will be happier. You will develop a sense of motivation and the feeling that you are achieving your goals. This is very valuable, very important for our profession, and perhaps as a reward, you will receive other roles. I work on my accent precisely because I want to, first of all, work in theater. And theater is, after all, mostly about American roles. And I want to speak well, so I am working on my accent. But I know that I have an accent. It is present. It can be weaker, stronger, and so on. But it is also a part of my individuality. So I set things to the concept of go with the flow. As it moves away, as it changes, so it moves away. I do not push it forward. I do not push this story. I do not shove. I allow myself to change. And my accent slightly changes accordingly. How do you feel? If you need to practice, go ahead. Write in the comments, and I will tell you how to start, what to begin with, and recommend a good teacher. Guys, thank you for watching this video. Give it a thumbs up, leave comments so I know you're interested, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much. See you in the next video.